It's a vibe, yeah, feeling right, yeah, keep it quiet, so much ice, yeah.
Hey guys, so we're going to go ahead and start off by sectioning our hair in small sections and completely saturating it with warm water. Next thing we do is put our leave-in in. The one that I'm using is the main choice, and make sure you fully rake it through. Notice I'm starting from the roots and working my way down to the ends. Next, I add in the cream, and the reason why I do this is to add and seal in moisture, actually leave an extra moisture barrier. And this is good to protect it from the gel drying your hair out. You don't need that much. Just make sure you do it from roots to ends to fully seal everything in. Next, I add in my gel, and I use the Wetline Xtreme Gel, the blue one. There's a clear one too, but this is what I use. I absolutely love this gel. It's like less than $4 for that big jug. It fully clumps your curls so you can see the best of your curl pattern. And with this, it doesn't, your hair doesn't shrink as much. You just don't need to put it in a whole bunch. Just make sure you smooth it in from the top of your hair, from the roots to the bottom. Alright, so now I'm done with that one section. What I do is kind of put it away and work on the next section. And you're basically just going to repeat the steps through everything that you do through each section. And I just unravel my hair and go ahead and put the leave-in again, drench it in water, the cream, and the gel. And that's it. The biggest thing I want to add with wash and goes, well, with any style, but especially wash and goes, you want the most definition. Make sure you start from the roots to the ends and that you rake everything through and then also smooth it in at the same time. So you'll see me do that throughout the video. Put each product in, rake it in, then smooth it in to make sure it's fully moisturized and sealed.
You don't gotta worry about your friend. Baby girl, I can get your hair right. Let's get lost in the smoke now. Start thinking about what they told you. If you really want me, you gotta let me know now. I'm not just anyone, baby. Tony. We can get high if you wanna. We can take a ride if you wanna. Baby, I'm all yours for the night.
Another tip to add is that when you do put everything in, sometimes you may find that you have a little bit of frizz. What you can do is go over individual strands or sections and make sure that you go ahead and fully smooth it in. That's the biggest thing, smoothing in the product and making sure it really gets into your hair, it really defines it. That's the biggest thing when it comes to a wash and go.
Give it to you right back.
So as I do one section, I usually let the one next to it go, and just so that it doesn't get stuck when it's twisted. You don't want it to form a weird shape. You want it to be elongated, so you let it go when you're doing another section, if that makes sense. Okay, so here I'm using the Pearly Braid Out Glaze, and I go ahead and put that in. I don't use it as an edge control or anything like that, but I use it to keep my roots from getting fluffy, and it does a very good job of taming them.
You're so cold as I unfold. Swear you're gold, I love you so. Fuck being nice, you've upped your price. Get me right for tonight.
Right, because I think the front of your hair is the most important when it comes to definition, because that's what people see. I split it in half to focus on different sections and work in smaller sections for more definition.
Give me life for tonight. When it's time, just do me right. You're so stellar, baby. Forget Earth, baby. You're so when you say it like that. Give it to you right.
What I also do for the front, since it is the part that I want to be the most defined, I go ahead and I shingle it, which is basically taking different strands and smoothing the product in to make sure that it is completely defined and it will last for a long time. You can also coil the ends if you want to make sure your ends stay defined as well. But I just shingled it, each strand going one by one.
Feel the same way. Shorty, my intentions ain't bad. I'm just tryna vibe with you late night. Wanna take her out with you late night. You don't gotta worry about your friend. Baby girl, I can get your hair right. Let's get lost in the smoke now. Start thinking about what they told you. If you really want me, you gotta let me know now. I'm not just anyone, baby. Tiny. We can get high if you wanna. We can take a ride if you wanna. Baby, I'm all yours for the night. Yeah.
You're so stellar, baby. Forget Earth, baby. You're so stellar, baby. Forget Earth, baby. When you say it like that, give it to you right back. I love when you say it like that. Give it to you right back.
We can get high for the night. We can get high for the night.
You're so fuck being nice, you've upped your price. Get me right for tonight. I feel you and you know that. Jaw locking like I'm Kodak. Nostalgic like a throwback. As you throw your head back